I'm Walt Martin. I'm the moderator of the Presbytery of Eastern Virginia, and my rank or role here is Chief Gopher. Now, that was an honorary title given to me by one of the directors that ran the conference, and I was asked to do something. I said, sure, that's no problem. I'm happy to do it. It's called passing it on, you know. You don't pass the buck. Somebody asks you to do something, you try to do it with a cheerful heart. I've tried to do that all my life. From my early days in church life, where I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning to go down and start the boilers so that the church would be warm in Massachusetts. We had cold winters there. I can remember when they plowed the sidewalks using a horse to draw the plow. Gradually, they graduated to little John Deere tractors that plow the sidewalks clear, but at 4 o'clock in the morning, nobody got out to plow the sidewalks. Why have I got out of Massanetta? Well, I think I got out of it what I put into it. I think that's true of everybody. You reap rewards when you sow seeds. Well, we had a lot of guys that picked up as champions to do different events. Brendan Hill, would you come up and tell everybody about your tubing experience today?
I was supposed to go last year when I came, and I had a little mishap, and I took a little nap, and you know, I had an opportunity to go this year down at the what's the name of the resort? Yeah, the Massanet Resort. What is it, 2.5 miles down the Shenandoah River, and it was great. Get on your inner tube, chill. I mean, it can't get any easier than that. I mean, you gotta work. I mean, as far as that's concerned, I would suggest anybody who would want to go or want to try it next year, definitely do it.
Lynn took the bus tour down to Stanton that Randy organized. And I like Lynn. Lynn is a first timer this year. He also is a retired colonel in the Army, but we won't hold that against him.
Yeah, I decided I'd take something easy today, like a bus tour. I didn't want to do a walking tour. I figured you guys were going to go up and down the mountains. I didn't want to do that. So anyway, the bus tour was really enjoyable. If you've never been to Stanton, I always pronounce it Staunton, but I was corrected. It's Stanton. Even though there's a U there, it's not you and I, it's just Stanton. But we got a chance to see some great architecture. A very old city. Actually formed but not established in 1732. It was finally established in 1742 as a city. So it's pretty old. But the original Deaf, Dumb, and Blind School of Virginia, Western Virginia, was established there. There used to be another school similar to that in Hampton, Virginia, if you're familiar with that. That was consolidated and put up there into Stanton. The old insane asylum, which is also there, has been converted into condos. They don't let anybody out anymore. But there's some really nice condos in there. We were told they start around tiny and go up. So it was a really, really interesting tour. As one of the gentlemen said today, I didn't realize either, but it's a very, very hilly city. And if you're not in good shape, you don't have a walk-around stand, because it's this way and then down that way and then this way and down that way. But it's a great tour. And if you want to see a little bit of history of that area and learn a little bit about it, the gal who took us around from the Stanton Visitor Bureau was very, very knowledgeable, and we really appreciated the tour on that, and we appreciate Randy setting it up for us and doing a great job.
Marvin, you play golf. Why don't you come up and give us your impressions of the golf that Floyd Gilbert ran?
You mean that I'm a living testament that flukes happen?
That's exactly. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. The wind occasionally came up. It was hilly, but the golf carts handled that. The fellowship was absolutely outstanding. And as I said, because I was fortunate enough to one time hit the ball really well with my driver. It happened to be on the right hole, and it did stay in the fairway. I won the longest driver. That was on the second hole. I hadn't even swung my driver because we started on a par 3. But it was a glorious day. And even if you don't play golf, it's still the fellowship and the fun and being out in nature, enjoying God's creation. Is absolutely wonderful experience. The course was in real good shape, and the fellowship was even in better shape. So I would absolutely encourage any and everybody, whether you play golf or not, to sign up. And Floyd has handled it, golfing for a number of years here, and he did an absolutely outstanding job. I don't think he's got an odor here yet. Is he? Oh, there he is. Floyd, thanks a lot for all the efforts you put into the golf tournament and so forth. You do a great job.